Agent Derek Bates. He works with Interpol.
Well, how was I supposed to know? It's not like he introduced himself. I thought the Balkans sent him.
Oh, and you clobbered him.
In self-defense.
It's still assault on an officer. Look, whoa, where are you going?
Look, if we leave now, we can get to the next town before he wakes up.
No, we can't just leave this guy
Okay,
here.
I love you, but now is not the time to think like a cop. Okay. Well?
He's got a pulse, seems to be breathing.
Great, let's go.
This is an Interpol agent.
That I knocked out cold. You said yourself it's assault.
It was a misunderstanding, okay? We'll wait for the guy to wake up. We'll explain to him, and everything will be fine.
We explained to him how we came to Ireland to help Lucky because Interpol couldn't be bothered to provide him with proper backup. Yeah, that's gonna go over great.
What do we do? Just leave the guy here with a head injury?
He wasn't too happy that we were asking questions about Ronan.
Okay, look, we're after the same thing. We want to find the Balkan. I'm sure this guy will understand that.
Really? What if he doesn't understand? How are we gonna help Lucky if we're deported?
We should try and get this guy to a hospital.
The car broke down in the middle of nowhere. The nearest town is miles away. What are we gonna do? Carry him on our backs? He's gonna wake up.
Okay, we can't leave him here. Interpol will come looking for us, drag us in for questioning. How is that gonna help Lucky?
You think Interpol wants to help Lucky?
They can't ID the Balkan without him.
Well, they should have thought about that before they dumped him in Ireland with some dead guy's passport with not much else to go on. Yeah, he might look like Ronan, but if he says the wrong thing, he's gonna get himself killed.
Everyone knows that's part of the risks of working undercover.
How can you let Lucky go up against the Balkan alone? You're a cop. Isn't there like a code?
Yeah, never leave a fellow officer down.
I'm glad to hear that you take your job seriously. So do I. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't have you both taken into custody. There's a car waiting to take you to the airport. You'll be put on the first flight back to New York.
You can't send us home. My brother needs our help.
Your brother needs to maintain his cover, which is impossible with you here interfering. The least little distraction could prove deadly. Now, you of all people should understand that, Detective.
Well, I understand you need to identify the Balkan. So you sent Lucky into an operation with no prep time, which is a suicide mission. He needs backup.
May I remind you that this is an Interpol operation. If Detective Spencer needs backup,
If
Interpol
Lucky
will
needs
provide
backup,
him with
he was
backup.
already in a shootout with the Balkans men. Thankfully, Dante was there to level the playing field.
Detective Falconeri has no jurisdiction here. Now, if you want to hang on to that badge of yours, I would suggest that you walk out to the car. Now, both of you. Otherwise, I will have you escorted in handcuffs.
They drove us to the airport and put us on the plane. Did they really have to watch what we put on our seatbelts?
I just want to make sure we're actually going to leave the country.
I'm surprised they didn't escort us all the way back to New York. There's a lot of emergency exits on the plane. Aren't they worried that we're going to make a break for it down the tarmac?
Well, there's probably an air marshal on board, so unless you want to see what it feels like to get tasered now, it's probably not the best time.
It's just so ridiculous. They're treating us like criminals when Interpol could get Lucky killed.
Look, Lucky's got good instincts. If something's not looking too good, he'll lay low for a while.
I don't know. I can tell Lucky's going through a lot, which may not make his instincts reliable. And if Interpol hadn't forced him into posing as Ronan, I think he would have volunteered.
So, you're really upset about the fact that Lucky gets to once again live the life of adventure and you're stuck going home with me.
I would be happy with you anywhere.
Well, that's a good answer.
Going home means going back to reality, which means he is gonna want a summary of all the fall magazines and hot trends and...
Oh, let me get that for you.
Oh, what about this? How to rate your passion quotient. What are you looking at?